Hello guys, and welcome to the very first Bionicle 2015 summer set review. This is Mask Maker versus Skull Grinder. This set features Ikimu, the Mask Maker, a character that we have wanted to have as an official set ever since the beginning of the reboot to Bionicle. Some people have made mocks based upon him. I also did a mock based on the leaked images that were leaked online. I know a number of you have mentioned that I forgot the gearbox. Okay, and yeah, the gearbox is the same one as the Toa, and also comes with Skull Grinder, whose name is actually Kolta. I wrote it down on a card so I could tell you that. So here's the front of the box, just to show you, and here's the back of the box, which shows a little comic. First we have Kolta right there, and there's the Mask of Creation. Then we have Ikimu bashing the mask away, and then claiming it back for himself. I'll get the box open, and then show you what parts come in the set. Alright, so here are all the parts poured out. And like before, the only parts that I'm going to show you are the unique parts, the new colors for parts that we've already had, and the parts that we have not had very recently. First, here is the main body piece for Skull Grinder. It is a silver color now. This is the first time we've gotten this body piece in another color other than black. The whiter one did have multiple colors, such as red, and the extra long main body piece also was released in the orange color. I'm pretty sure that some people may remember that from what exact set. And also, here is a new bone piece right here. It's a skeletal bone piece. It's in silver. There's no attachment point to it like this piece, for example, where there's a connection point right there, but it works out pretty good for a skeletal themed series. Then here is the piece for the eye. There are two of them, one for Ikimu and one for Kolta. This one is in an orange color. It is for Kolta, obviously, and we've only had this piece in the in this shade of green, the yellowish green, and also for blue, and this one is going to go to Ikimu, though I kind of find it strange that they would give Ikimu the green eyes when we saw in the animation that his eyes were actually blue. Even shows on the box that his eyes are blue and not green. Oh well, if you have an extra blue one, you could switch it out. In fact, I'm going to do that, and I was actually going to do that, but I forgot. I left the piece that I was going to use upstairs. As for new masks, we have one that shows, well, this is the Skull Grinder mask, and it's kind of small, a lot smaller than I expected it to be, but I guess that's just how it is with these new sets. So, we get one of these in silver. It's also the same as another villain from the same way, but I can't remember its name right now. But I'm pretty sure that by the time you're watching this, I will have the names, most of the names memorized. Then, here we have the protector mask that Ikimu wears. We've had this mask before, but now it is in gold and transparent blue. And, of course, we have the Mask of Creation, the very important piece in this set. Then, we also get a couple of these new add-on armor pieces right here. And also, we get one of these new pieces in the transparent orange color. I'm sure that we've had this before in the 2014 Chima sets, which America unfortunately didn't get, thanks to some employee who said, "Hey, let's not release these sets in the United States." Then there is this piece. It's not a new piece to the world, but it is a new piece to me. I think I remember watching Jang's review on this set, and he mentioned something about it being part of a wheel to the Disney princesses. I have not seen any Disney princess sets, at least not personally anyway, so I'm not familiar with this piece. And then, like with all the new sets, we also get this skeletal main body piece, which is a pretty good piece for skeletal things. It kind of also looks like something you could put on to insect-based mocks. Then there's this piece, which is the same as the shooter pieces for the protectors, but it is now in a transparent blue color. And then there's this this unique printing right here. It's specific for Skull Grinder. And we also get these blade pieces. I believe there are 3 of them. Here's the other one right here. So those are for Skull Grinder, and another weapon for Skull Grinder is this sword piece right here. Okay, well, I think I've just covered about all the unique pieces for this set. Now to get on to the actual build. Okay, that took a while, but now here is the entire set. All 3 components: Mask Maker, Skull Grinder, Mask of Creation. Now, of course, I'm gonna take a look first at the big bad guy, which is Skull Grinder, aka Colta, as I've mentioned before. Now, Colta right here is quite a massive figure. Probably the best of the 2015 Bionicle villain sets. Now, he's about the same size as a Toa, but I wouldn't say exactly, but yeah, he pretty much is the size of a Toa. Now, the build for him was actually quite unusual, actually. It was built, built quite differently, you know, like having the torso piece be slightly higher than it normally would be. So, that's just quite an unusual way of going about. I certainly like the extra add-on pieces right here. They look pretty cool on the knees and the shoulders. The transparent hands are also pretty good too. We've not had a lot of those. Certainly like the blade, and the weapon is good. It functions really well like that. I also like the fact that there are actual horns on this thing. Until now, we have not had a mask where you could actually still attach things to the side of the head. So when you push this down, the horns flip up like that. Speaking of which, I will show another feature involving the masks later on. The weapon is also pretty cool too. They added on these Borak eye pieces from the first generation of Bionicle, and a lot of people remember the Borak sets. Those were pretty cool sets. And they've used the eye pieces in a number of different ways. The transparent orange is also a pretty cool color too. Certainly good, I will say. Then getting over to Akimu right here, the mask maker, the one that I said didn't make sense to be the size of a protector, but I guess you don't need to be big just to be a mask maker. I just expected something larger than a protector. But he's still pretty cool, even if he's not the size that I was hoping for. He features a gearbox on the back, which, as I said before, I did not put on my mock based on the leaked images of the set. I just built it based upon what I saw in the picture, not what was actually there. The function works just the same. We got this stud shooter, just like the protectors, and it's quite interesting how they made the back of it actually look like the front of it, you know, with 2 of those transparent circle things. Not quite sure what they are called. And the mask looks pretty cool too. It's not the mask of creation, which I will get to in a bit, but it looks okay. It's a great looking mask. Now going on to the mask of creation over here. Here it is on a little stand. I did have to cheat a little bit by separating these pieces just slightly, because watch what happens when I make it the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's droopy. That's how it is. So enable the cheat mode, and didn't get it quite as good, but there. That is how it works. Certainly like the look of the mask of creation. Very interesting. Certainly like the crown bit at the top. Certainly a mask that a lot of fans have wanted ever since the announcement of the reboot to Bionicle. And now, I'm gonna show you what the mask of creation looks like on each of these guys. First, I'm gonna go with Skull Grinder. So pop this off, take the mask. Oh, it popped off of its stand. Okay. Get the mask and put it on like that. Isn't that cool? Though it's not fitting for the character, this specific character anyway. So he uses the mask of creation to make all sorts of different skull creatures rise. But now, give him back his respective mask. And now, yep, that's right. You saw this coming. Put the mask of creation onto a Kimu, just like it should have been all along. So that is really good looking. Sure, if you look at it from the back, you can actually still see the top of the head, but at least they did put this little stud piece right here, so it makes it easier if you want to make the mask come off, though it's not as easy now, actually. So you just have to pull it off in order to do that. Though, something that I just encountered was that, just like with Liwa, the head cannot be turned up, just like that. But still, you got a Kimu with his respective mask of creation. So that is about it for this review. Thank you very much for watching, and I will get the other reviews set up as soon as I get them built. Well, I will actually show the box first, then build them, and then look at the finalized figures. So that is it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video.